for this year's Halloween 2023. Feeling fabulous, feeling beautiful, feeling oh, like I'm having a bad hair day or something. Something's going on back here. I need to brush this thing out. But if you want to enjoy our Halloween stream to the absolute maximum, to the fullest, to the Florida level extent that this is gonna be, then what you need to do is you need to find yourself something, anything to drink. It could be out of a glass, it could be out of a mug, a can, a bottle, could be out of a cock for all I care. But I'm gonna crack open my nice Florida beer and join me now for the height of humanity, for the culmination of all of civilization. It's called Cheers with Chaps. What the fuck is a chap? Isn't that the little leather thing that those boys down at the club wear? Fuck it. Anyway, here we go. Cheers, boys. Oh, what a way to start your day. That's good. Now, today, I'm going to be, oh, goodness gracious. Yes. I know you love it, Paul. I know you love it. Now, today we're going to be talking about, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just going to kind of keep in the accent because I'm in character today. I'm in character. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. But you know what I'm not feeling? That goddamn Carol Baskins. But, oh, knocked my hair out of whack. Okay. Now, today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about how to approach the hottest girls. Not those ugly sluts like Carol Baskins, but the really, really pretty ones. You know, like Pamela Henderson or one of those types. And I'm going to teach you guys 5 very important tricks to help you approach the hottest girls that you ever see, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter who you are. Making me think about some Backstreet Boys or some shit. Okay, now let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So, the first tip for approaching the hottest girls. First, do not compliment her. Oh shit, can you guys read that? Oh, I might not be married. Oh, there we go. All better. Now, Coot's gonna have a fit if I don't fix that mirror. Okay, so number 1, don't compliment her. This is a mistake that a lot of guys make. They'll walk up, they'll see a pretty girl, and they'll say, "Hey there, pretty girl. You know you're so pretty. Oh, I'd really like to kiss that pretty face. Come here, give me some smooches." And you see, even the dog gets freaked out by shit like that. That's too gay. Even for me, that's too gay. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be doing that shit. You walk up, you're going to give her a compliment? Oh, come on, man. How many times do you think she's heard that before? How many times she heard that before? Now, I know I've told you guys before that you can compliment girls as a way of approaching them. And that's true. And it needs to be about something that they chose. And that's true. But in this case, when she's really hot, if it seems like she knows that she's picked out everything just right, she's the kind of girl who spends hours choosing the right outfit. She's the type of girl who spends thousands of dollars on all of her little accessories and the makeup and the this and the that and whatever. Then it's going to turn into a scene from Pulp Fiction where you say, "Hey, nice coffee." And he says, "I know, Jules, I fucking bought it. That's why I don't let my wife buy the coffee, because I like the good coffee. She buys the freeze-dried shit from the grocery store, and I want the good coffee. So, of course, I know it's the good coffee." Same thing. You walk up to a hot girl, and you tell her, "Oh, hey, I like your shoes." She's going to say, "Oh, thank you. Do you know what brand they are?" And you're going to say, "Well, fuck. Black?" Uh-huh. That's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you because you're entering too far into her territory. It's the same ways. If you see someone playing a concert, they play a guitar concert, and then after they finish, you come up to them and you say, "Hey, you're good at guitar." They say, "Oh, thank you, I guess." A little weird, but okay. Yeah, all right. Don't compliment the hot girls. They already know. And it's going to make you look like a simp. You don't want that. You don't want that. So, for the hot girls, basically anyone ate her up, just maybe skip the compliment opener. Compliments work wonderfully on 7s, 6s, 5s. I mean, if you want to go lower than that, I guess you can. I mean, hell, Lord knows I have. I've been dumpster diving down in Tallahassee a few times, but I would not recommend it. It does not lead to high self-esteem afterwards. Now, let's move on. Tip number 2 for approaching the hottest girls. Number 2, treat her like a 6. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's kind of tied to the first one, right? Don't compliment her. But it's a little bit more than that. Because one of the things that you can do to ensure that you have good, happy, healthy relationships is you treat your 9s like 6s and your 6s like 9s. And I'm sure there's some joke to be made in there about the something like that, but that's not what I'm here for. I would never make a dirty joke at the expense of my lesson. I would never stoop to that level. But you treat your 6s like 9s and you treat your 9s like 6s. Why is this important? Why does this help you? Well, first of all, it helps in your mind. That might sound like it's not very important. I don't care about my mind. I just want to stick my dick in her. Okay, I get that. I get that. But if you start acting like she's all high and mighty, like she's better than you, because you probably don't think that you're a 9. And if you did, well, you probably wouldn't be here. So, if you think in your head, oh, she's a 9, she's so high above me, she's so lovely. If you start thinking like that, then you're going to get trapped in your own head. And you're going to be thinking to yourself, oh, how am I ever going to get with her? I did get with her. Oh, shit, how do I deserve her? Oh, what can I do to keep her around? No. You're going about it all wrong. You see, you treat your 9s like 6s because that way you just act like they're a normal person. And that is so unique and strange to them that they are attracted to you. They're more interested in you because you're not doting over them. You're not fawning over them. Oh, baby, won't you please give me some attention? No. Instead, you are just talking to her like a normal person. Like she's just, 6, checking you out at the grocery store, getting you your Starbucks coffee. Who gives a shit? Just another girl. And that is eminently attractive because you aren't complimenting her, because you aren't chasing after her. And she's so used to that attention. She's so used to guys always chasing after her that one of two things is going to happen. Either one, she's going to say, wow, that's refreshing. I like that. Or 2, she's going to say, wait a minute. Why isn't he chasing after me? Why isn't he getting up on my stuff? Why isn't he trying to get after my goodies right now? Oh, I got to figure something out. I got to figure out how to get that attention from him. And both of those are a good situation for you. Now, let's move on to tip number 3 for approaching the hottest girls. Oh, this was one of my favorites. Walk, talk, and act slower. I know this might sound a little hypocritical coming from me, given that I have a tendency to talk a little fast and get a little excited from time to time. Oh, I know, Simba, you can get, there you go. There you go. Now, you want to walk, talk, and act slower. And I know I tend to walk and talk and act pretty quickly. But that's because I'm an impatient son of a bitch. Okay? Nobody's perfect, including me. But one of the best things that you can do is whenever you are approaching a hot girl, you're probably gonna get a little nervous. You can get the little jitters. You're gonna get the jitters. You're gonna get excited, thinking, "Oh, maybe this is the one. She's gonna suck my dick tonight. I'm excited." Well, you walk up there and you say, "Hey, I'm Jack. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's your name? Hey, oh, what you doing tonight? Hey, I know. Let's have a party. Let's go out here." She's gonna say, "What the absolute fuck is wrong with you, boy?" No. You gotta take it slow. Take it slow. Ooh. Ooh. Like the gator in the Florida swamps. You're just cruising. You're not you're not looking for your next meal. You know it's coming. It's just a matter of when, just a matter of where. You got nowhere to be. You're just cruising. Now, the thing is, whenever you try to act like that in your head, it's going to counteract your jitters. Remember your jitters? It's going to counteract your jitters. And so you're actually going to talk and act like a normal human being, which is what you want. You don't want to be a crazy person. I mean, who am I to talk? But you don't want to be a crazy person. Instead, you just walk up to her, and in your mind, you think you're talking slower than normal. You're acting slower than normal. Your hand movements, everything, it's just going a little bit slower, a little bit smoother, like you're underwater, something like that. And that's going to bring you back to normal. And that's where you want to be. Take away those jitters by talking, acting slower. Now, that reminds me of an old joke that I'm sure I've told most of you guys. If you've ever hung around me, you've probably heard this joke. But I'm going to tell it anyway for the benefit of our audience. There are two bulls standing at the top of a hill, a young bull and an old bull. And they look down into the valley below them, and they see a bevy of cows. All these nice, young, pretty cows hanging out down there at the bottom of the valley. And the young bull says, "Hey, let's run down there and fuck one of them." The old bull looks back at him and says, "Let's walk down and fuck them all." And that is exactly the point of this story. If you get too excited, you're running down that hill, you might get lucky sometimes. But you walk down, you fuck them all, champ. Now, let's move on to tip number 4. Tip number 4. Realize that she's human. Now, what the fuck does that mean? Does this mean you know she's not an alligator? Well, I mean, hopefully, right? Hopefully she's not. If there is even the slightest possibility that the girl you're about to approach is an alligator, I highly recommend you not do it. Abandon ship, abort the approach entirely, because that's not going to work out well for you. But what it actually means, and you might also be thinking, "Oh, Jack, this is going to be some soft-ass PC bullshit of like, oh, you have to think about her feelings, and oh, what if she doesn't like it, and what if she, oh." No, it's none of that shit either. Come on, you guys know me. I don't give a shit. What this means is that she's flawed. She has problems. She has things that she isn't showing to the public that are bothering her, that she's upset about, that she's unhappy about. She has insecurities. She has self-doubts. She has all of the things that make a human human. She has pride. She has doubt. She has lust. She has wrath. She has friends and enemies. But she never really knows if she can trust her friends. After all, only the ugly know that people like them for who they are. The beautiful never truly know who to trust. Ooh. Now, before you go off thinking, "Oh, Jack, that's such a deep quote," let me go ahead and tell you it's from Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. So, Don't get all sentimental on me. Oh, Jack's been reading up on his Dickens or some shit. I mean, well, Tiger King loves Dickens. Oh. But I'm having too much fun with this stuff. I'm having an absolute blast with this. Now, she's human. What does that mean for you? What does that do for you? Okay. All right. It means a few things. And remember, like I said earlier, you treat her like a six. You treat her, basically just treat her like a human, like she's anybody. Late. You goddamn late, coot. Ah, man. And I even waited a little bit too, because I didn't want you to miss the reveal. But you missed it. You did. That's okay. I will forgive you this time. Wait, I think I said that last time. God damn it, Coot 33. You are not forgiven. Not this time. Now, sorry, I got off track. Where was I? Right. Realize that she's human. Right. Okay. But let's back up. So remember, you're talking slower, you're acting slower. You're treating her like a six, which means you're not being mean to her, you're not being disrespectful, but also you're not slobbering all over her or any stupid shit like that. Instead, you're just talking to her. And you can open up a little bit about what's going on with you, about what you're doing, about what you're thinking. And if you give her the opportunity, and if you talk to her like a human, she will open up. Because most hot girls are really, really nice, or at least they want to be. They want to be nice because they're so used to people calling them bitches. Because they have to shut down so many people. They shut down people. People come up to them and they're like, hey, beautiful, what you doing later today? Remember, they broke rule number 1. They complimented her. Oh, no. They walk up to her and they say, oh, hey, you know what? You're such a pretty girl. Dang, girl, those shoes are real nice. Oh, Jack told me to compliment your skirt. Hey, that skirt looks nice. Oh, I'd eat that booty from outer space. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, no. She has to shut people down all the fucking time. And you know what? She gets sick of it. Nobody wants to be a bitch all the time. Nobody wants to be mean all the time. Except for goddamn Carol Baskins. But except for her, nobody wants to be mean all the time. They want to open up. They want to be nice. And the truth is, whenever I've gone up and I've approached girls who are just ridiculously hot, whenever I've talked to them for a few minutes, they've always been super fucking nice. Do you know why? It's not because I suck cock. It's because I treat them like a human. I treat them like a regular person. I treat them like a six. And I realize that not everything is perfect in their pretty little world. Not everything is perfect in that beautiful visage that you see. She had to spend 15 minutes covering up a pimple that she didn't have when she went to sleep, but she woke up and there's a big old fucking lump of hunk right there. And she's worried about that. Oh my God, are people going to see this? Are they going to notice this shit? Well, maybe not. She's self-conscious about it. She's worried about it. But you treat her like a regular person. You understand her fears, her worries, how she's feeling, what's going on in her head. Let her open up to you. Let her talk to you like a normal person. And don't judge her for stupid shit. Right? Let her open up. She's a human. She's going to have hobbies other than drinking cosmopolitans, wearing high heels, and getting their box eaten out. Right? She's going to have some hobbies. She's going to have some shit. And you might be surprised. Maybe she's into reading Nietzsche or some shit like that. Or maybe she's the beer pong champion of the world, but she can't drink the beer because then she'd lose her damn body. Maybe, you don't know, maybe she loves going to amusement parks and riding roller coasters. You don't know. Find out. She's going to have some weird shit going on. And you know what? She's not going to be able to open up about that to anyone else. But whenever you treat her like a normal person, whenever you start talking to her and you start a conversation with her, then she's going to be able to open up to you. And she's going to be so happy too. Because it's so rare for someone to actually just talk to her like a normal human. And that leads us to the last one. Now, some of you guys are going to hate this last one, and some of you guys are going to love it, but all of you are going to laugh and say, oh, Jack, I fucking knew it. Tip number 5 for approaching the hottest girls on earth. Fucking approach. Just do it. So many of you guys, you see this beautiful girl walking down the street and you say, oh, but I think maybe, she has somewhere to be. She looks busy. Oh, look at all those shopping bags she's carrying. She must be having just a real fucking busy day. No, sir. You're just making up excuses in your own head. You're making up excuses. You're never going to get to approach a hot girl that way. Whenever you're thinking of all the reasons why you can't, why you shouldn't, okay, that's fine. You don't have to. But if you don't, then you'll never approach a hot girl, now will you? I know. It sounds obvious. It sounds easy, right? It sounds easy. But if you apply those other 4 tricks that I already gave you, those other 4 tips, then this last one's going to be a fucking cinch. It's going to be a breeze, man. A nice Tallahassee breeze. But if you don't do the approach, you're never going to get the girl. You're never going to get the girl. You have to go up. You have to approach her. You have to talk to her. You have to slow down. Slow your walking, slow your talking, slow how you're acting. You have to talk to her like a normal human being. And don't open with your compliments. Because unless you are a seasoned pro at knowing which compliments to give and when, then I wouldn't recommend doing it. But if you know exactly what you're doing, then you might be able to pull that one off. But as a general rule, you know what? You see a hot girl, don't bother with the compliments. Bother with you try one of the other different types of approaches. And if you guys still don't know the different kinds of approaches. Oh, by the way, hey, listen, for those of you watching right now, listen, if you like my costume, if you like my accent, if you like goddamn Carol Baskins, no, if you hate her and you love me, Jack Exotic, then what I need you to do real quick, just go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It feeds the algorithm. They like that shit. It's like a fucking Florida gator down there. They just eat up those likes and those subscribes and all that shit. Oh, they love it. So hit that shit if you haven't done it yet. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. If you haven't figured out the other different ways to approach a girl yet and to open up a conversation, then you haven't read the blog article on thesoulplayer.com where I teach you the 5 different types of openers you can use. Cruising like a gator in the Florida swamps, Big Rich says in private chat on the recorded screen. Very well done, you. And you can find all 5 times. Oh, God damn it, there he goes again. That's Julius popping in. It pops up onto the chat, and it's in the recorded box. All right. Now, where was I? Oh, right. All 5 types of approaches are in there on the blog, on the Soul Player, in the Game in a Nutshell, How to Approach page. Also, there's a full video where I explain all the different 5 ways to approach and how to start a conversation and every single minute detail about having that conversation. Oh my God, I've already given you everything you need. What more are you waiting for? You're just waiting for this, aren't you? You just wanted to see me turn all red in the face like a cherry tomato? Well, you got it. So cheers to that. Now, that has been quite a lesson. Woo! And I'm not going to lie. This voice, this fucking hurts. Deep down in there, it feels like I've been like sucking on the lip tobacco shit all day long, and it's just like clogging up my throat back here. Ooh, it's a very guttural accent to be using. Well, in any case, neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and wrap this up now. And what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the player panel, and we're going to bring in... Are you trying to eat my goddamn chair? I'm going to feed you to the gators, Bento. We're going to move on to the player panel, and we're going to have ourselves a big Q&A. Oh, I completely forgot to take Big Rich out of the chat earlier. Okay, well, he's just hanging out here. He's just been hanging out the whole time. But welcome to the group, Big Rich and the kid and Julius.
Hey.
How you boys doing?
Oh, wait. Hold on. I got something for you guys.
The line cruising like a gator in the Florida swamps.
Oh, yes, Julius in costume as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it even has the
Nice. Here,
same breathing.
let's see. Let's bring you up top real quick. Oh, look at that. That's a handsome boy right
I gotta
there.
get the
That's a
the
handsome boy.
actual
Now, are either
the
you
mechanic suit.
motherfuckers in costume today?
Come on, I can't be the only one.
No.
Jack and I can't be the only ones.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, this is a good ass mask, isn't it?
Yeah, is that a Frankenstein?
No, motherfucker, it's Michael Myers.
Oh, usually he's wearing the hockey mask.
No, that's fucking. You're thinking of Jason with the hockey mask.
Well, what's the? Didn't Michael Myers wear a mask?
Yeah, this one. I mean, it's supposed to be all white. I don't know why this one's charted up. It's probably from one of the other movies.
Okay.
But yeah. Uh-huh.
For some reason, I was thinking he was wearing a mask.
Who?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers does wear a mask.
Oh, it's a mask of a face.
Like a face. Yeah, it's a white face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a white face. Sorry, I came in kind of late though, but yeah. I missed the first 4 points.
Well, would you like to see a little quick recap?
Yeah, put your screen as the main one so I can see the points. So you got.
Don't compliment. Treat her like a 6. Walk, talk, and act slower. And realize that she's human and she has insecurities and issues as well. And then obviously number 5, just fucking approach.
Oh, dude, yeah, of course. I mean, I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
You know, some of the hottest girls I've met in Korea, especially, most recently when I was there, I was making friends left and right, talking to them, getting numbers and all that stuff with the hottest girls ever, because if you treat them like normal fucking human beings and not like these goddesses, on walking the earth, they really actually appreciate that shit. Even recently, where I'm at the gym and I talk to these really attractive women, just treat them like anyone else, and they love it.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And that's what I've been trying to say is that, like people get all up in their heads about like, oh, how am I ever going to get with this goddess? And it's like, bitch, that ain't no goddess. She's just
walks
Carla
and
down
talks
the
and
block.
breathes and eats, like just like shits and fucks and pisses like all of us.
Just because she doesn't fucking shove Burger King in her mouth every day doesn't make her a damn goddess.
Goddamn right.
She takes care of herself.
Or fucking eating dogs like I do. I mean, shit. Still, she's still human. She's not gonna bite your head off. Well, some of them act like their shit don't stink, like sort of like bakeries on a Sunday morning. But that's just a minority. It's not all of them. Those are pretty fucking cool. Like if you just treat them like normal humans, doesn't matter where they're from.
Exactly.
Don't put them on a pedestal because that's
exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. You don't ever put a girl on a pedestal. She
You said one which is slow down, like gator in the river. That's so when you slow things down, you look like you're comfortable talking to a hot girl. You're not all jittery and you're not all like really excited and nervous. Best thing to make her laugh and but instead you're just comfortable around her beauty. That's what it tells her, right?
That's exactly right.
You're used to talking to hot girls, so then once you notice your body language going a bit too far, you can almost like slap yourself on the ass and just slowly that shit. True, that very true. I like that point.
Yeah.
Was it
It-
you
it-
or
it's a
Will who
confidence
I
thing
taught
when-
to slap themselves on the ass?
Oh, that was Will.
That was Will, yeah.
And that works. Just slapping your ass in front of them.
So whenever I was coaching Will, when I was doing a boot camp and coaching Will, he would say like, "Well, I know I see a hot girl and I want to approach her, but like something in me just like stops me. And whenever I'm with you, I can do it because I feel like I have to because you're making me do it." And I was like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try some classical conditioning. We're gonna give you a physical trigger that's going to make you do the approach. So every time you do this action, when you're with me, you're going to do the action and then you're going to approach. And then if we do that about 30, 40 times, here's what's going to happen is now when you're not with me, you're going to do this physical action and then boom, you're going to approach because that's just what you do." And so I gave him lots of choices. I was like, if you want, you can clap, you can slap yourself on the face, you can do a snap, snap, clap, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And he's like, "I'm gonna slap my ass." And I was like, "Okay, you slap your ass, Will." So he started just slapping his ass and then going to approach. And he kept that thing up. He kept it up. So whenever he would see a hot girl and he'd get nervous, he'd slap his ass and go approach her.
Yeah.
What the hell? So it's like a tick. Every time he sees a hot chick, he just slaps his ass and talks to. That's awesome.
Do you know what? If it works, it works. And
Oh, dude, yeah.
he had a much higher close rate.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's like, giddy up, bitch.
No, it really isn't. Like, that's the thing, though. Like, I noticed that too. That the most amount of hot women I've met and made friends with and got numbers and went out with was when I just treated them like normal fucking people. It's fucking crazy. Just how just being normal makes things that much easier.
Yeah, and also as well, like even if you do fuck up and accidentally say a beautiful line or something to that in that ballpark, you can as well, if you aren't jittery and if you are slow and just like you say it with you're not all jittery, you can still recover and then say, "But I know you're secretly a no from this or whatever," and just then start talking to them as a human. So even if I think, and you go down the beautiful route and you realize you're going too far down that route, I think I've come back from it simply from your body language and the slow way you talk to her like a human after delivering that first, your beautiful line about that.
Yeah. Which kind of goes to the next point, where I kind of want to say, like, I think this is your number 2 point, Jack, that you just don't compliment.
Oh, that was number 1, yeah. Number 2, treat her like a 6.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing. Treat her like a 6, treat her like a normal person, right? I noticed that when I'm not attracted at all to the girl, I'm like spitting mad game. I'm like, why? If you apply that same attitude to this girl that you're not at all intimidated by, or you go like, "Oh man, she's extremely pretty," to a hot girl, you're golden, right? Another thing, don't compliment. I don't compliment people in general. At least like if they're not my friends, I don't. I learned if you compliment guys, it just goes straight to the head, and there's one fucking reaction I hate when they say, "Yeah, I guess," whatever. So I don't compliment men ever, unless they're close friends. I don't compliment men ever at all.
That's a great way to get rid of a guy. That's a great being annoying or trying to cop block. Suddenly, like if he's giving you attitude, "Wow, nice shoes, mate. I like your shoes." Then suddenly his mind switches and he stops and he's like, "Wow, I got a compliment." Because guys like rarely get compliments, right? Cop block into a bro, right? And then all the shit in his head before that he was going gets completely my English and going downhill these days. Anyway, it goes out the window, and you can seduce. You can make a man submit to you, turn a what do you call it, a Chad into a Neil with a click of the fingers.
into a Neil.
Yeah, that's like the classic name they use. Who's like a nice guy and a pushover. They always use a name Neil. I don't know why.
Nice
Yeah.
Neil.
Yeah, Neil. That's Neil.
I mean, yeah, I could see that happening. I mean, just kind of like lowering a guy's defenses or whatever. But I generally just don't compliment men I don't know. Neil, Kneel, my dude.
Yeah,
But
that's why. That
but yeah, like I just don't compliment men in general. It's like a personal rule I've had since like 7th grade. But with women, it's for different reasons, because you don't want to blow up their heads anymore. You don't want to be like another simpy kind of guy, because they hear this stuff all the time. Just treat them like anyone else. Like, I'll tell Jack compliments like, "Oh, dude, nice guitar, awesome." Was that like your 8th one? But women, I mean, just if you compliment something very different. That's what I usually do. Oh shit, I like your nails. That's a crazy ass color. I wanted to get the same. I used to have black.
Or if they got the bling bling shit on their nails, be like, "Oh dang, girl, that's some bling bling on there."
Yeah,
You go to jail for that shit.
On that cigarette.
Or if they have like really nice makeup, they got something like, "Ooh, why don't you doll me up, girl? Put some stuff right here." You know, they love it because they like talking about their makeup and stuff that they never talk about with the guys.
So here's a true story for you. I saw this really hot girl in a bar one night, and she had on like glitter eyeliner and shit, you know, like whatever on her eyes. And I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, I like your glitter makeup, but I think I'd look better in it." And she was like, "Oh, is it a challenge then?" And I said, "It most certainly is. Let's do it." All right, but here's the deal. It's a bet, because we're going to ask people who looks better in it. And if I win, what do I get? Okay? Right? And I turned it into a game, right? And so I ended up I won, of course, because hell, I am fucking fabulous, bitch. But I won, and what I demanded was that she buy me dinner. So we had a dinner date on her treat.
Nice. No, that's brilliant. That's
brilliant. Yeah, you just like any guys who are out there who are like, "Oh, I'd never let a girl put makeup on me. That's gay." All right, cool, man. Well, you know what? It's not a thing I regularly do, but it's a tactic I'm willing to employ in service of getting my dick inside a 9. Now, if you're not willing to do that, that's fine. You don't have to, but works.
It does. It does. It does. It absolutely does work. Putting on makeup, it not only does it create a moment in a scene, but you walk around, it gives women things to talk to you about all night. It's awesome.
And it displays an incredible amount of confidence, you know, because like if she puts it on you and you're like, "Oh, I feel weird. Oh, I don't know. This doesn't feel right." Then she's gonna be like, "Oh, I see. You don't have the balls enough to wear makeup." But if she puts it on you and you're like, "I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty," right? Like if you just jump into it because you know it's a gig, it's just it's a joke, right? You're having fun with it. Then, now it can work in your favor.
Yeah, it's like a self-imposed shit test.
Yeah,
and all you have to do is just pass it, and it's easy to pass it. You just put on like you're a goddamn champ and own it. That's it.
Bingo. And you don't even have to suck a cock to do it.
Yeah, that's a disappointment for you. Yeah,
I'm having a fucking blast being Jack Exotic. This is just too fun. Oh, by the way, Coot says Julie is so handsome. Oh, there you go. Now, Coot just made the first mistake. Whenever you're approaching a 9, Coot, don't compliment.
Well, he wasn't complimenting me. He was complimenting this handsome.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm just fucking around with it. I'm having a good time.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. So what are your other points? Walk, talk, act slower. Okay, I missed that one too. Realize that she's human. Okay. So what do you mean by walk, talk, act slower? And how have you employed this, guys?
It means like don't like run up to her and like acting like a spaz, you know? Because like when you see a hot girl, you get a little nervous, you get the butterflies, and you get the bumbly and you tumbly. You get a little bit of handshaking, right? You get excited.
You get a little sweaty. You wipe your mustache and your nose, and I get it. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Start to get the pits.
And your voice gets a little shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that, guys.
So the only way you can counteract that is by slowing the fuck down. Slow down.
Have you seen the movie Crazy Stupid Love? Because in the beginning of that movie, the movie's good, but the beginning is great because Ryan Gosling, there's lots of scenes in the bar, and he just does it so slowly. And he's like, "Hey, I'm nice to meet you." But every way slow, he's standing calm, confident, maintaining eye contact, feel introductions, but he slows his voice, smiles, keep jitter around, and even just saying hi, nice to meet you. My name's Emily Johnson. High five, Emily Johnson, and blah blah blah. Watch, because you can just have small talk and not even say anything funny, like nothing that's a mind-blowing pickup line, as long as you deliver it with this confident, foundation, good body language. I need to read some more literature. I haven't read enough books recently. My slipping. Anyway, yeah, but you get the gist, right? But if you deliver it in the slow down way Jack was talking about, unders on 9s and 10s on the beautiful girls.
I think one of the most important things about this is that whatever it is you're doing, it needs to be deliberate. You have to be deliberate. And so if that means slowing down so that every single word is exactly the word you want, that's fine. Or you can do you find what works for you. But for me personally, what I'll normally do is if I'm going to deliver some kind of line, then what I'll normally do is I'll walk up and I'll get real excited about it, and I'll just like, oh, sorry, let me back up a little bit. Hi, I'm Jack. What's your name? I say, oh, Jack, it's nice to meet you. I'm Emily. And I'll say, okay, Emily, let me try this again. My name's Jack. And then whatever I'm going to say, right? And I jump back into it. So, like, I intentionally speed up and slow down for different parts.
That's good.
Because it catches their attention. And they're like, well, what's happening here, right? Either way, it needs to be deliberate. I never deliver fast because I'm too nervous. I deliver fast on purpose. Now,
well, usually when I drink, one of two things happens. Either I move at 1,000,000 miles an hour with you guys, or if I talk to a girl, I just get really, really slow. But it all depends on the situation, of course. But yeah, slowing down is good. You don't want to be like,
yeah,
because we have a friend. You guys might know him. Remember Kevin, Korean American guy? I think he's too fast. Yeah, he's too fast. Like slow down.
Yeah, I think I know the.
Yeah. He has like a ton of tattoos and all that. Cool guy. He just goes a little too fast, I think.
Oh, cocaine Kevin.
Yeah, where like IV drip of cocaine. He's yeah. You don't want to do that. That's because then I think too fast can also off-put people.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. Yeah. My dog. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Especially if they read the situation wrong, like or a girl sat at the bar, low energy. She's gonna swipe you away.
Oh yeah.
Just like
and
read it wrong, right?
Yeah, and it's like that kind of energy that can only work in like a really like an EDM type club, you know, where people want that energy. But if, like you said, if you're in a bar, if you're approaching anywhere that just isn't like a social
Yeah,
place, that energy is it's kind of off putting. Like, man, what's wrong with this dude? Like, did he just do a line or a bump or something?
exactly. Both
Like, is he on
ways.
something? Yeah, you know, it
Yeah,
doesn't it doesn't look good, you know, in my opinion.
yeah. It's exactly the same for if you approach a group of girls who are like, you know,
Mhm.
dancing around, twerking, whatever, and you go in with low energy,
Mhm.
they'll be like, they'll just laugh at you and
Yeah, they'll
go,
be like,
what
look,
the
look,
fuck? Who
look at
is
this
this guy?
fucking guy. This low energy Jeb. You know, like it's just not gonna work. And I think it's important to adjust the levels of energy to wherever you are and whoever you're trying to approach, right? Because like, I mean, what if we go to some crazy ass EDM underground club after hours and people are still going and it's pumping, right? And you see a girl just sitting at the bar just enjoying her drink. Then maybe not that Kevin energy, because you could tone it down a bit when you talk to her. But yeah, like, you know, it's best to read the your environment.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Nice vape.
Yeah, I've got blown out so many times from when I was beginning, like you wrong. And the funniest thing is, you approach a group of girls who are dancing really slow. They're gonna think you're a creep. And then
Mm-hmm.
the opposite is if you're on your own at the bar, low energy, just chilling, and you come in with the high energy, really like up. She's also gonna think you're a creep or like
Oh yeah.
get the fuck out of my space. You can
Mm-hmm.
both groups in the same bar, even though you're delivering the energy um, to the wrong group, and you know you're just getting the wrong group. Yeah,
Oh sure, sure. I know like FFs is a perfect example of very high energy, right? That's the one where you gotta like, you know, go all out, balls to the wall. But I don't know, it's a more laid back place. Shamrocks,
A
you know.
bit more, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. RGB sometimes, you know. I think Shamrocks is the most kind of low energy place in Hongdae. That comes to mind anyway.
oh yeah,
Yeah, at
That
least
is
on,
that
on
is
that
a
side of
bar.
Hongdae, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or I
June's
remember.
part is usually fairly like calm.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You're pretty
Like
calm,
you don't
dead
you don't
or
you don't get
happening.
fucking woo girls and shit down there. I think June's bar is for the real alcoholics. They're like, all right,
The
we're just gonna go into
one
the basement.
slumped over,
We're gonna go
slumped
into the
over.
basement and we're gonna take shots. And we're gonna see who can walk up the stairs the fastest.
Everyone all slumped over at the bar. You know, they're all just like leaning over the bar flies. Solana passed out on the
Solana.
oh
couch
god,
nearby.
Oh
She's
man.
always passed out in that bar. She's always passed out on the couch somewhere. Poor girl.
and you like fat chicks, the best place to go is McDonald's at 6 a.m.
There's a new McDonald's in Hongdae?
Oh well, when it was there, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
No.
I think that they're turning that whole building into a McDonald's.
How the
It's
fuck do you do that?
They bought out like because they shut it down like maybe 6 or 8 months ago, something like that. And but they like they had to wait for the contracts on the above and below buildings to finish too. And so they bought the whole thing out, and I think that they're like redoing that whole building.
Right, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've
pretty
been gone
crazy.
for a year.
Yeah, that's true. A lot has happened, man. I bet
Yeah.
Hongdae is completely unrecognizable at this point.
There's a lot that's different, but there's enough that's still the same.
That's good.
You'll find your way
But
around.
that's
Okay.
typical Hongdae shit. Like every 3 months or something new, you know.
Yeah. The kid, do you have anything for us today?
I think kind of going off of your existing points, right, of kind of like the approaching in different scenarios, right? And you guys were all kind of touching on that. So that was going to be one of the things. But actually, let's go off that maybe a little bit. When it comes to kind of if you're approaching kind of out at night or versus just in the like during the day, like just people going about their day during the street, or kind of in the morning, kind of like what are the different styles or things you guys try out throughout the day, depending on the situation?
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
Little lost.
The different styles.
I think the best way to put it would be versus like going out on the street during the day versus when you're at the bar. Kind of like what's the styles and what do you guys do differently?
Well, I mean, a street approach is fundamentally different from a bar approach, which is fundamentally different from a club approach, right? Like they're all different, but okay. At a bar, you're basically shit. Okay, my hair. At a bar, you're basically already on an Insta date. All you need to do is just talk to her for a minute, maybe two, and then, okay, cool, we're getting along fine. Hey, let's grab a drink and sit down. You're basically already on an Insta date. So that's one of the easiest things about approaching at a bar. But it's a lot harder to make an actual connection, especially because there's so many distractions and there's so much other stuff. And oh, my friends just got here. I'll be right back. And then she disappears for 20 minutes and she's not coming back, man. Right? But on the street, then you have a little bit more of an opportunity to make a connection. You need to talk a little bit longer. You can turn it into an Insta date. But also, if you take a number on the street and if you've talked long enough, there's a much higher chance that she's actually going to respond to you and actually set up the date with you than if you just met her at a bar. Even if you guys talked for an hour at the bar, she's gonna get drunk, and like if you didn't hook up with her that night, then someone did. You know, like she's gonna forget about you. So on the street, you have a much better chance of actually turning it into something. Now, Rich, while you answer this question, and Julius, I'm gonna go check on my dog. I put him in the bathroom for a little bit. I'll be right back.
So I was away for a little bit, but
Yeah.
so I missed a lot of that.
But, see, Julius, like personally, I don't do day game purpose. I've been doing it recently. Only just, it's not out of purpose when I do it. It's if I see just smoking hot and I have to. But I never do it out and day game. But yeah, the other, all I'll say on it is I'm just like Jesus, I have to, because I just, I'll be, and when I do, I've always found that it's so much more powerful. So and it's very simple. For the ones in the day, I'm happy to use. That's ballsy. In clubs and bars, obviously, girls get it all the time. But in the date, for me, I often go in with that line. I saw you. I just thought I'd have them there. Blah blah blah. I did that the other day. Got the number. Later, texted her. Got her out to the club. The same day, and then shoot the very same night. And the connection you make in the day is obviously way more powerful than texting constantly all the time now than girls you meet bars. But everything, it's pretty much bar. It's pretty much the same as bar. Dense the seduction fast and make her realize you're not a creep. You have to kind of make sure she knows, like, you're not some fucking weirdo stalker behind the bush. And I often use, I've got somewhere to go. My friends are just over there. I point at them. Got to catch up to them, but I'll text you later. Let's see what you're up to. So they know that I'm not just going to be standing there stuck a weirdo for too long. Yeah.
Oh no, it's brilliant. I think when you meet someone in the day, obviously it's totally different when you meet, as you said, a bar, a club, whatever. When you meet during the day, they're more guarded because it's kind of like, oh, what? This isn't a social situation. What's going on? But you just, depending on where you're, like whether it's a cafe, the street, a store, you talk about, whatever is around you. At least that's what I do. For instance, like if I'm like at an Adidas original store, I'll talk about like certain things like, oh God, this shoe fucking sucks. And it's like some Yeezy that some uninspired Yeezy, and then I'll say something that'll make her laugh, and we'll start talking from there. Or like at a gym. But yeah, as you said, like at a bar, if, say like I talk to a girl and I offer her a drink, I'll let her know for sure that like, oh yeah, I'm not here alone. I'm here with some friends. And if there's like other girls, like say, a guy brings his date or his girlfriend, it makes us look far less weird or creepy because it's like, oh, well, he's got friends, A, B, they're women in the group. So obviously they're not like, a bunch of sleazebags or degenerates, right? So that definitely helps. I remember once at a club, I got this girl a drink and she made me take a sip out of it first because she thought I was going to drug her or something. I was like, what? Slut? I still nailed her, but I was like, what? But so the dynamic completely changes, right? It completely changes when you're at a club because it's either go home or go broke, but it's also you have to kind of prove that you're also not a creep by doing very completely different things.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking go to clubs. You know what? My excuse now is that I'm too old and that shit hurts my head, and it does. But you know what? Even when I was younger, I hated clubs. Like it's just there's a particular kind of game that you can run at clubs, and you need to have that particular type of game to be able to do well at clubs. Clubs are not the place where you're ever going to get laid because you're a good talker. And unfortunately for me, that's where my strength lies. I'm not much of a dancer, and I'm not much of a looker. People are just like looking around the club like, oh, who do I want to grind up on? Stick my big booty on? They never look at me and they're like, yeah. Right? That clubs are not. I have not designed my system around club game. Why bother? Right? Like you find the things that you're good at and then you just play to your strengths. Don't try to play to your weaknesses. It's much better to be really good at something than it is to be just okay at everything. And I would rather be just a king on the street and a schlub in the club. That's fine. I don't need to go to clubs.
Yeah.
Happy end of the night.
I think they're great places to go. Yeah, towards the end of the night. I know that you've been anti-club for a long time, and I remember at one time, there was that one dude that we just did not like, and who's just the biggest drag in the world, and we were all like, "We're gonna go to a club. We're gonna go to a club." You're like, "No, the fuck, we're not gonna go to a club." I was like, "We're gonna go to the club."
Because were we trying to get rid of David?
David, yeah.
Yeah, Fedora we're trying to get rid of Fedora David. We're like, yeah, we're going to the club. And even then I was like, I'm not fucking saying we're going to a club, god damn
it. but then you were like, oh wait, it's for that? Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to a club. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a club. We're gonna be sucking dick all night long. Let me tell you, like, we're gonna have a dick in one hand and a gin and tonic in the other. We're just gonna be trading them back and forth. Oh, it's gonna be glorious, let me tell you. You want to come, David?
We told them that we were going to one that had 50,000 won cover fee.
Oh, that's just mean. I was just playing on the fact that I knew he was poor.
Oh, poor David.
Yeah, poor guy.
Oh,
I mean, how do you speak fluent Korean and still be poor as a foreigner in that country? It just blows my mind.
Well, I mean, would you put him on TV?
I mean, I would let him translate documents.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what he does. He's a freelance translator, right? And like, I don't know. I think he does pretty decently with that, but then he just I have no idea. I have no idea what goes on with that. But you know, I don't know, man. He's an interesting character because like we talked about this I think last week, right? Like he's a good guy. He's nice. He's just really fucking awkward, and he'll kill your game if you're hanging out with girls. He'll destroy it.
That's true.
Dave
that is-
Korean.
Huh?
Is he Korean?
No. He's British, but he speaks fluent Korean. He majored in Korean in university or something. But so here's the thing. He somehow he manages to both like show you up with the Korean, but then bring everything else down by being a weird, awkward, sad sack son of a bitch at the same time. And so it makes you hanging out with him look bad because your Korean's not as good, and bad because you're hanging out with a sad sack of shit, right? Like somehow it's just an awful combination. If you're trying to meet women. Now, if you're just sitting around at home, you know, playing fucking Smash Brothers and drinking beers, he's totally fine to have around. You want to have a Mario Kart night? Sure, call David up. He'll show up shit faced. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fucking Mario Kart night. It's all right. But if you're bringing him out to go meet women, oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah, don't do that. I remember that one time he blocked me from this super hot Korean chick with a British accent, and she had that Mia Wallace haircut from Pulp Fiction, stellar. And then he came and like waddled over with his fedora and his 3 days of unwashed body, and just scared her away.
Yeah. He is he is not a very hygienic person.
Yeah,
3 days of unwashed.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, have you ever seen that subreddit called like pictures you can smell? That's him.
Oh no, thank you. Oh no, thank you.
Man, I'm mean. That's bad. I hope he doesn't watch this.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does. But anyway, let's. I don't want to sit here and just fucking throw rocks at a dude who's not even here. Like that's kind of shit.
Yeah, it is shitty. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Let's take one more from the kid.
Okay. When it comes to then kind of, I guess, Halloween kind of, what's the best way for guys to kind of take advantage of it? I know people have been talking about it in Discord, what to do, and kind of places like Soul and stuff, but like, how do you guys like to handle Halloween?
Jesus, it's like God mode that day. Shit. Like last time I was in Hongdae, actually no, I was Mario. That wasn't too much of a hit, but before that, I was Leon from Resident Evil 2, and I had my aviators on and everything. Girls were taking pictures of me left and right. They would stop me in the middle of the street. They were doing all sorts of stuff at the club, at the bars, all the stuff everywhere. I even reconnected with this French girl. It was awesome. And you just
Terrible news, kid.
All the work is done for you. It's the one day of the year where you could literally just peacock in the dorkiest or coolest way possible, and women will go right up to you. You do nothing, and you can get numbers left and right, cacaos, Instagrams, whatever the fuck you want.
And by the end of the night, someone is drunk and wants to fuck.
Yes.
See, there's a magical thing about Halloween, because like everybody's out, and it doesn't matter if you're dressing scary, if you're dressing silly, if you're dressing sexy. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of sexual energy happening on Halloween, no matter how you're dressing. And so by the end of the night, everybody has a different end of the night on Halloween because it depends on your alcohol tolerance. Everyone's drinking, everyone's getting fucked up across the whole city, but especially in Hongdae or Itaewon. And if you have someone and you can keep their attention for 30 minutes, basically from about 1 a.m. on, if you can find someone whose attention you can keep for 30 minutes, 20, if it's past 3 a.m., right? Then you could just be like, hey, let's get out of here. Okay, yeah. It's the easiest night of the year to get laid, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, no question.
Now, in smaller towns, it's going to be a lot harder because there might be like a bar doing a Halloween thing, and that does limit your choices and your abilities a lot. But if you're in Seoul, it's the best. It is quite literally the best night of the year. And if you're not in Seoul, but you're in Korea, fucking get to Seoul. Honestly,
Yeah.
Because there's like Busan is probably fine, but it's still not going to be not the same as being in Seoul for that one night. So yeah, I mean, I know Coot's coming up, and he's bringing all his friends up. Coot, have you talked to Dylan at all down in Daegu? I don't know if he had any intention of coming up here or not, but if he does, you guys better get that thing sorted out soon. Yeah, no matter where you are, get to Seoul for Halloween because it is the best night of the year in all of Korea.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, I remember one time I was Bender from Futurama, and one girl.
Did you ever give him that costume back?
It was thrown away by a very vindictive ex-girlfriend.
Ah, right.
Yeah. But I remember girls coming up to me, kissing me on the mouth with the Bender mask on and everything. It was insane. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I gotta go, head out, right? So sorry for cutting short.
I think we're about there anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. Later, guys.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Boys, thank you so much for joining. Julius, much love to you. The kid, Big Rich, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And, it's too bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad that you're not going to be here on Saturday to see my lovely pet tiger. I'm quite excited. Now, Rich, I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to make Halloween a thing in Bangkok. I believe in you. You can do it. You can. If anyone in the world can do it, it's Big fucking Rich. So
parties, I'll do my best.
No. I don't mean some parties. I mean, I want to go there next year for Halloween, and you have an entire district of Bangkok that's just like, nope, we're doing Halloween fucking everywhere. Everywhere you go, everyone's in costume. Everybody's doing Halloween. Everybody's decorated up. It's a party. I want you to fucking make that happen. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
You can do it. All right. Now, with all that said, it's time for us. That's exactly fucking right, Coot. Get to Seoul. That's actually a better idea. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck Operation Bangkok. Just get to Seoul instead. Quit being a fucking pussy. All right. Now, with all that said, that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. But listen, for those of you who are still with us, still watching, if you haven't done it yet, hit the little like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You guys know the whole fucking drill. But the fact is that we need those whoop thumbs up right up your ass, because the YouTube algorithm sucks dick, and the only way that anybody's going to get to see this amazing, beautiful, fabulous content is if you hit that button and you do your part. Lord knows I will. So, without further ado, I'm going to get the hell out of here, and I love all you guys, and I'll see you all next week. So until then, Jack Exotic